Open your ears and lube up your butthole. It's time for the What Do We Call It podcast. Now, here's your host. It's Jmann. Welcome to the What Do We Call It podcast. I'm Jmann.
Hi, I'm Lindsay.
And she's going to tell me about her child's not great school year, I'm assuming.
It's not coming to be very great all of a sudden.
Let me recap. She was in what grade last year? Fifth?
Fifth.
And then you took her out 2 months early and homeschooled her the rest because of bullying.
Correct.
And you sent her to a charter school now.
I did.
And now there's bullying.
Yep.
Whoops. Before you say anything, I just want to play devil's advocate. Is she an easy target?
Probably.
Is she so sweet that everyone's like, fuck that nice kid. I'm going to make her day terrible because my home life sucks.
Well, it kind of started with a friendship, and then that friend turned on her. Because finally realized she's not a good human being.
Oh.
So, but yes, my kid is an easy target because she's quiet and kind. And so, yeah, it is easy to pick on her, I guess. And she's just not going to have the backbone to stand up for herself.
The whole friends to enemies and realizing the other person's a piece of shit sounds like you ripped that straight from a wrestling storyline. We were a tag team, and we used to be the best of friends, and now that son of a bitch, I realized he never really was my friend, and now I hate him, and now we're fighting, because they couldn't come up with any better plot device to make us wrestle each other than that somebody screwed somebody else over for some reason that's not making a lot of sense, but I'm so mad at him now.
It's definitely not that, but...
Okay.
But thank you for that storyline.
Well, that's just, it seems very boilerplate, mid-early 2000s WWE.
Right.
Hey, we got to do something with this tag team. How do we make them interesting? Make them fight. And that's what they do. So now I'm going to let you just tell me the story.
Just Diary of the Mouth.
We're just going to call the other girl Mean Girl.
Mean Girl. I'll try to remember that.
And then so far I only have to bleep your child's name once.
Yeah, because I'm bad at that.
And then you just, I don't know if you have a nickname for her.
Just the short of her name.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Well, whatever.
I'll try to just say my daughter.
Okay,
it's
there
probably
you go.
not going to work, but anyways, the new school was going great. She made some new friends. Mm-hmm. This individual being one of them. And then kind of later in the year, there was like some red flags for me. Like a part of me was like, God, she's really nice to adults.
Like in that Eddie Haskell sense?
Yeah.
From Leave It to Beaver?
She's just like, thank you. And, just kind of like, you're too nice, you know? And then, when they start doing things together, you kind of want to make sure you know the parents. And there were some red flags with the dad. The mom, I still to this day have never met. My husband has. What's
the red flags with the dad? Because you can't just glaze over that quick.
He seems like maybe drugs were involved in his system back in the day.
So he seems out of it, is what you're saying?
Yes, very out of it. And the one time I brought her home, I'm pretty sure he was drinking. So yeah, just some red flags. I'm like, I'm not going to let you go over to their house, because another thing is, they work all the time, so the kids are always
alone,
home alone,
unsupervised.
Exactly. I'm like, nope, that's not okay. She's more than welcome here.
Are there siblings?
Yeah, she has a younger brother.
Oh, for fuck's sakes! And so she's left in charge of the younger brother.
Correct. I think he's like 9 or 10 or something.
Oh, okay.
It is what it is. Then later in the year, her and her really good friend from down the street, who have been friends for a few years now, like this girl basically kind of pinned them against each other, so there was some drama there. And damn it. My daughter and that friend, they're very different, so they do kind of get in scuffles sometimes, but they take a break and they come together and it's fine again. Normal, right?
Like a Nickelodeon sitcom.
Yeah, kind of. Well, finally realized, like, oh, this girl talks a lot about other people behind their back, and kind of started picking up on these things, so she kind of distanced herself. Well, my daughter and the friend from down the street were having a sleepover one night, and somehow that girl caught wind, and there was all these texts back and forth. And I'm sorry, but I am so tired of group texts and devices and electronics. That's another whole story in itself. But this girl met somebody on Roblox, a complete stranger, and decided to give this stranger my daughter's full name, where she lives, and her phone number. And this person texted her, this guy from Kentucky.
Guy, not even a boy, a guy.
I don't know. No one knows, right? We just know his name is Jeff, quotes. Pretty much threatening like he's going to come up here and kidnap her.
Because they're not getting along?
Because so she basically shared all this information with the stranger, and he's like, I heard you're not being nice to so-and-so. You need to be nice or I'm going to come up there. I found your address. We'll see how you are in a basement.
What the fuck?
And was having a sleepover at the time, so she didn't tell me or come get me because it was in the middle of the night. And then I found out after going through her phone, because I do go through my child's phone once a week because I want to see what's happening. I don't think most parents do that. And so I found all these texts from this creepo, and I was like, what the fuck? How come you didn't come to me? And who is this? So then I was going through all the other text messages between my daughter and all these other girls, and this girl apologized because she finally realized, oh shit, I did something pretty terrible. So I was kind of stuck in a place of, do I contact the authorities and let them know that this creep is like threatening to come get my daughter? But this is how this girl is retaliating.
How is the person communicating with your daughter? Direct to text?
Yes.
So you have that person's phone number?
I do.
And you have it right now with you?
I do.
And I could call this person right now just for fun.
You could. Should you? I was actually going to call you for advice, because are they even going to do anything with something like that, or is it a waste of my time? I'm more concerned about this girl.
Well, here's what I would start doing. I would start by sleuthing, and I would Google Jeff and the phone number together.
I did do that, yes.
Did it give you any address or indication of a town in which this person may be located?
Yeah.
And then I would contact the local authorities, whatever municipality, whether a city cop or a county sheriff, and explain the situation. Be like, and I'm going to have you make contact with this person so that they'll stop talking to my underage daughter who they're threatening.
So it happened about 2 or 3 weeks ago now.
Is it still going on?
It's not, because I blocked the phone number.
Oh.
And I can tell it's probably a teenage boy, just based on the way they talked through text, and then pretended to be me. And then he kind of got scared, so he's like, I don't even know you or her, so just leave me alone.
Yeah. That doesn't sound like a grown man.
No,
unless it's like
doesn't.
a semi-retarded person that lives at home with their parents still.
Well, there's a lot of people who suck at texting, so you just never know.
I would assume that if it is an adult, there's so many of these, like, right there on the cusp of intellectual disability level that play these online games that are frequented by children because they relate more to kids than to adults.
That's true.
But then it's a slippery slope of, oh, are you a fucking pervert who's doing this to try to fuck kids? Or are you just a little Riri? Yay! It could go either way. Now, if it was me, I would have already called this person, and I would have said, I'm so-and-so's father, and I'm going to give you 5 minutes to have your parents call me back before I call the police where you live, which I figured out by Googling your number because you're too fucking stupid to do it from an app that's anonymous. So you ask me, do you want the cops at your front door talking to your mommy or daddy, or are you going to have them talk to me? Choose wisely. And then you hang up, and then you wait for the call back. And go, who the fuck is this kid Jeff, and why is he threatening to kidnap my daughter and stick her in a basement?
Right.
I could have said hi, hello, but I figured I'll start off with what's really going on. Let's just, right from the jump, I'm not happy. I will gladly send the local authorities to your fucking residence. What are you gonna do about it?
I should have, probably. I just thought, if I do go to the authorities, I don't want to have to had made that contact and just fuck the whole thing up. And then I just kind of assumed this is probably a teen, and it is what it is.
Oh, the cops are definitely going to go, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
They're going to roll
They
their
are.
eyes and go, okay, we'll talk to him. And they'll make like one attempt and possibly leave a voicemail, or if it's just a voicemail that says a number. Well, I couldn't leave a voicemail because I didn't know if it was confidential, so I tried. On to the next fucking thing.
Yep. Can only imagine how many phone calls they get about this.
Because as much as they don't want vigilante justice, you know what they like? Not having to do the work themselves. Okay, so before 7th grade, my oldest is in 8th grade now. She starts getting online bullied by some girl from school, and then another girl from school that's friends with her. So they're both doing it, and I'm just like, what am I going to do about it? Because I don't know these kids' numbers. I don't know their parents, and it's before the school year. You know, it's like mid-July, and I'm like, fuck this shit. And I emailed the principal. I'm like, so here's my name, here's my number, here's the name of the other kid. Put that parent in touch with me.
Yep.
I will do the rest. Shortly thereafter, I got a phone call from a mom, and I picked up the phone, and I was very unnervingly calm.
Huh, that's impressive.
I'm like, I could tell she was black. I'm like, okay, well, I clearly sound like a white guy, and you could probably hear my angry whiteness through the phone.
Good thing she couldn't see you.
Right. Like, I see you ain't got no head. You got any pillowcases with eye holes cut up? Like, no, and I don't even own a horse, so what are you driving at? And I just said, so I'm going to explain the situation to you, but before we have this conversation, I want you to know I'm not mad at you. I don't want to argue or swear or get into a pissing match. I want to do this diplomatically.
Yep.
And if you are fine continuing with this conversation from there, we can. If not, I'll let the school handle it. Pick your poison. And we had a 10-minute long conversation. And I filled her in on like way more than I probably should have. Just like, hey, my daughter's lives have been shit for 2 years. So if your daughter and her friend are telling my other daughter to hang herself, and then she does it, you will hear from me nonstop until you die. I didn't use those exact terms, but I was like, I will be in your life.
Yep. Agreed.
I'm kind of shocked that your husband wasn't like, what the fuck? But again, he's just not the type to blow his stack. Like, he strikes me as more of the quiet, angry type. He'll get perturbed and he'll talk about his feelings.
Right.
And not like go punch a wall like I might.
No.
Or call
Definitely
somebody and unleash a chain of expletives and quasi-threats.
That's not his jam.
Yeah.
No, he's irritated. He thinks the school is just full of a bunch of asshole politicians, basically. Because I reached out to the school maybe a month before that because I had found Google slideshows and school computer that this girl had created, and they're called like Wolf Pack and Baddies, and some of the girls are taking selfies in class talking about how this teacher sucks and how school sucks. And I said, I don't want my daughter a part of this, but just so you know what's going on.
Yeah.
Never got a call back. But she goes, oh, we had an assembly about this and how they're not supposed to be using it. And so she made me aware that apparently kids are using Google slideshows like Snapchat, which makes sense with what I saw. But then when this whole thing happened, again, I reached out to the school and said, hey, this happened over the weekend. I've contacted this girl's mom, so she knows. I'm most likely going to contact the authorities. But this other girl involved is also talking to this person, so you might want to reach out to the parents.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And just said, hey, now that this happened, this girl is bullying and there's retaliation happening now. And they did a bullying investigation, and I basically got a standard email that was pretty much a copy and paste to all of the other parents. All the girls are being rude to each other and blah, blah, blah. Basically, it's girls being girls, which...
I believe it.
It's so shitty. It's like, my daughter didn't do anything.
Right, but 90% of middle school age girls are really cunty these days.
Oh, yeah, she's cunty to me.
Oh, your daughter is. Okay.
But she doesn't have the backbone to be cunty to anybody else. Even in the text messages, she just says, you guys are acting like toddlers, and why are you doing this? There was a group text about the girl like creating a fake fight with another girl to see who takes sides. I'm like, this girl is going to be a master manipulator when she grows up.
That's some like adult level emotional manipulation.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I don't think my daughter would even know how to do that.
So you want to pretend that we're fighting to see whose side I'm on?
Yep, they admitted in the group text that's what they were doing.
I just got my period 2 weeks ago. This is like, This is like daily soap opera shit.
Yeah. But I had even sent all those text messages to the school, and that's the response I get back.
Oh, my God.
So that's kind of where we stand.
So, you will not get results out of a school these days.
Nope.
They will not tell you what was said to whom or how many people. It's all very mysterious, and they hide under the guise of data privacy, which I like to openly throw in administrators' faces. I'm like, oh, you mean litigation avoidance protocol, where you don't say shit to anybody, and we're all left in the dark, and you just do what you can to stop the school from getting sued.
Pretty much.
I had the principal at their K through 5 last year, like, you always say that phrase, but I don't get it. I'm like, the school district doesn't want to get sued. You have your instructions to do just enough to cover the bases, and then you don't overstep, and so almost nothing gets done. And you can't tell me who you talk to, what their names are. There's all this smoke and mirrors. And I'm almost sitting here like, I can't prove or disprove you actually did anything.
Right.
That's fucking ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
But my 12-year-old, now, she's had so many, like, friends, and then they're just, like, not talking, and then they make up, and then they're not talking, and I'm like, fuck, is it my kid? Because there seems to be a common denominator here. And then there's, like, one girl that she was talking to, and they were, like, super-duper close really fast, and then all of a sudden there was nothing. I'm like, what happened? And then she told me some things about this kid's mental health. Their parent is just kind of like, well, you know, my kid cuts. It's just what she does. And I'm like, all right, well, have fun telling the fucking county medical examiner that my kid just cuts when they're fucking fishing her body out of the bathtub and the water looks like Hawaiian Punch because she slit her wrists.
You lose.
That's another part of the issue is I'm so tired of shitty parents. Very, very shitty parents. Everywhere. They don't care about their kids. They don't try to adjust behaviors. They don't hold their kids accountable. It's just quite disgusting because that's exactly what's happening with this girl. She doesn't have support at home. Her parents are always working. And so she probably sees manipulation at home if she knows how to pull that shit. So it's just, go through your kid's phone so you know what's going on. They obviously had no idea their daughter was talking to a stranger by text messages.
My kid did that a few times.
And you didn't know?
No, I knew. She told me, I'm like, who are these kids and where did you meet them? Oh, in a chat room for this website. I'm like, how fucking old are they? And she told me. I'm like, what state do they live in? They're like, oh, they're in Texas and California. I'm like, tell these little boys that you're 12 and to never contact you again or else. Really emphasize those last two words. Because one time I just said, hey, so-and-so, I don't know how old you are, but my daughter's 12. You won't be talking to her anymore. Do you understand me? Bye. Like, that's all it fucking takes. Little boys don't know how to.
No.
I mean, some youth of a certain ethnic background tend to always have something to say. It doesn't mean that they say anything of substance.
True.
Or that most people are going to put the energy into trying to get through to them. I live for that shit. Fucking come at me and just be like, nah, bro. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. And I will sit there and be like, are you having a fucking stroke? You keep repeating yourself like a record that's scratched and on a loop. What's going on? Say something different and show me you have a modicum of intelligence. And when you talk to kids that way, they're like, what the fuck is going on? He's an adult. He's not supposed to be mean. But like, motherfucker, look me in the eyes when I talk to you. They don't like that. They really don't like. Don't laugh so hard that your water breaks. So just for information's sake, she's 34 weeks pregnant.
I am.
And I'm afraid that if she chuckles too hard, she's going to fart. Or all of a sudden, there's going to be a trickle on the floor under that chair.
No, it's fine.
No, because your hospital and doctor are probably 45 fucking minutes away.
They really are.
And it's still rush hour technically. And I have to like have you call your husband, be like, we're going to the hospital and Dumpy's driving me there. Dumpy was my old nickname that some people still call me because that's how they knew me when they first met me. Dumpy's driving me there. We'll meet you there. We'll be in front of the hospital. I just hope I don't have this child in the front seat of his Ford Fusion. Because I don't know how to deliver a baby. I do have gloves and water in my car.
Oh, excellent.
But I don't know if you can deliver a baby just like... I'm going to keep my hands 8 inches away from your noo-noo, and I'm going to want you to push, and I'm not looking down. I'll faint.
I think we'll be okay. I had an appointment today, and everything's closed up and good.
Closed up and good. It's a nice way of saying, I'm not yet dilated
No.
and expected to start losing amniotic fluid. My mucus plug is still intact.
We're on track. It's okay.
That's good. Well, I'm sorry that your kid's having a shitty spell with this. When you said I might have to get the authorities involved, though, I was like, oh, fuck me. I thought it was way worse. Because
The Beast's
youngest is 8 years old, and she's been getting bullied
Yeah.
at school, but actually, like, kicked and had wood chips thrown at her.
Oh,
And
even better.
today, some girl kicked her in the vagina a couple of times. Not just once, a couple of times. Kicked her right in the pussy.
Oh, Lordy.
And I'm just like, hey, this is to my oldest. Is this a black girl? Yes. I'm like, God damn it.
Oh, man.
Because it's so hard to do anything when there's the racial barrier.
Yeah, that's not fair.
Because then I can be like, hey, this little girl is part Arab, so it's still minority on minority crime, fuckers.
Right.
But then my oldest, who's a fucking nerd and can't fight to save her life, is like, I'm going to go to that girl's house and I'm going to yell at her parents. I'm like, the fuck you are? I'm not going to have to show up there and fist fight some black dad. Or if we're playing the statistics, I'm not going to sit there and get scolded by some black grandma that's raising her daughter's daughter because she's off playing the field of dicks somewhere and enjoying crack cocaine. I hate to sound quasi-intolerant, but there are some stereotypes that just can't stop from being upheld repeatedly. What am I going to do?
We don't have that where we live. It's just
Very white and Trumpy.
very white and Trumpy. That's a really good way to put it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Very Trumpy. Mm-hmm. Lots of Trumper bumpers up there in the woods.
If the last time I came to your house, I would have seen somebody of any minority walking around, I would have automatically assumed they did not belong there. Or they were someone's gardener.
That's
because
fair.
it was all, you guys each have what, like an acre or two?
Yeah, at least 2. I think you have to have at least 2.5.
And
about.
everybody I saw was white.
Yep. Everybody's very white. Mhm.
So if there's Hispanics around, they're probably cleaning your house.
Maybe if you can afford a cleaner, sure.
And maybe sometimes costume jewelry goes missing and you just go, you know what, Esperanza needs it more than we do.
Jesus Christ.
These things happen, allegedly. I hear about it online.
Oh,
Also, they mock these situations on Family Guy, so I assume that it is true because they try to skewer real life.
Yeah, so the charter school is not exactly what we thought it would be.
Oh, it's exactly what I thought it would be. A bunch of uppity fucking whites who think their shit don't stink.
That's kind of what we're realizing. Lots of entitled little assholes in a school that's not equipped to handle the situations, apparently.
Circling back to the beginning, this one last idea that I have here before we wrap this is you said that your husband met this girl's mom, and you did not state what his impression of her was.
He said she always seems overwhelmed. So I'm assuming she carries the brunt of everything at home. And it sounds like her husband kind of left his career to go work at an Amazon facility. I don't know.
So he's living the dream.
He's living the dream.
He's taking things off of shelves and putting them into boxes and envelopes and then sending them to somebody else so they can open those boxes and envelopes and then put those items on their shelves.
Maybe.
It's kind of what I do.
That's
There's just not as much corporate overlording.
Yeah, I think it's just definitely lack of parenting because they're never around. But I just don't know why these kids become little assholes. I don't understand it.
Oh, because they were iPad babies. Probably.
That's most likely because she has Snapchat. She met the guy on Roblox, so apparently doesn't have parental controls. But again, like, check your kids' stuff. Have conversations with them.
I think you should, well, first have the child. And then maybe invite that kid's mom, like you and the mom and the girls. Maybe the brother comes with. Just be like, hey, I haven't really got to meet you, and our daughters are friends, and I was just wondering if you want to just...
They're not friends anymore.
Well, still, you could be like, maybe we could patch this up for them, and then you could get ice cream.
Ice cream.
Ice cream. I don't know. You're not going to go out for drinks and be like, let's talk about your shitty kid. And she'll be like, oh my God, you have no idea. Like, I'm just out here trying to cheat on my husband on Tinder, and I have all this parenting to do, and I have so many groceries to get, and it's just so hard trying to keep my house clean while trying to get rid of this hangover and scrape all the cum out of me. before my husband gets home.
Well, yeah, you do kind of feel bad for her, just based off what we kind of know and what we've seen. But, and she was very kind when I reached out, and, you know, she was very apologetic. She had the girl write a note. But at the same time, it's a shitty situation.
Are they gingers?
You know that you say that, she kind of is.
I don't know why I had that feeling to ask. The mom especially.
I don't know about the mom, since I've never met her.
But the girl.
The girl is kind of strawberry blondish, gingerish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
What is it about gingers?
They don't have souls.
Oh, was a ginger for quite a while.
Okay, well, maybe she did something that earned her soul and her hair changed.
Yeah, maybe.
This other one might come out fucking pale as a ghost with bright orange hair.
I don't know what she's going to come out. I mean, the pictures look like she's going to look like...
It's a fucking fetus. How can you tell that? Did you do the high resolution?
Yes, they do it automatically. I don't know. It's kind of creepy, but...
They probably just take pictures of you two and then they AI a face onto a fucking mold of what a child might look like. That kid could come out looking all kinds of fucked up like Sloth from Goonies. And you'd be like, hey, why didn't you warn us? I gotta love this thing now? Fuck. How am I going to hide my tears when they smile at me with that uneven eye alignment and single nostril?
She'll be just fine.
I hope so. I hope so. Interact with the show on Twitter at What Do We Call It? That is at What Do We Call It? You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/group/What Do We Call It podcast show. For the What Do We Call It podcast, I'm Jmann.
And I'm Lindsay.
And that's the end.